shout out since this was only possible to get this DeadPhoenix because of Kit Magic 23, Kitty Magic 23. I'll leave a link in the description for the eBay shop. And of course, since we finally have DeadPhoenix, can we get 2,000 likes? Without any further ado, let us begin. Hello everyone, today for my Beyblade show, I will be taking a look at the B-131 DeadPhoenix Zero Atomic Booster. So, really happy I finally got this. Thought it was going to be another week. There was a delay on getting this, but I finally have it. So to give a little bit of backstory with this, in the anime, Phi originally wanted, I think he actually wanted Dead Hades originally, but Hearts got Dead Hades and Phi wanted Dead Hades, but then after it sort of caused this distance between Hearts and Phi, and later on in the anime, Phi and Hearts actually have a battle between each other, and Revive Phoenix consumes the energy of Dead Hades, and then not only that, it actually breaks Dead Hades, and it uses the fragments of Dead Hades to create DeadPhoenix. So, really cool. Phi also gets an update in its outfit. He has a different attire when he actually owns DeadPhoenix. So, DeadPhoenix, just like Revive Phoenix, is a defense type Beyblade Burst Bay. It is a booster bay, obviously. It does not come with a launcher. So, it's the same gimmick as Revive Phoenix. You can also see Phi with his updated attire. And he actually has the black eyes, which is basically the full power. I believe this should be sort of like Revive Phoenix, or I guess, yeah, the Phoenix Bay is full of potential, sort of connected with Phi. So, it does come with Zero and Atomic. Now, in the anime, he does actually use 10 friction, so it's the original stock of Revive. I don't really know if he'll use Zero and Atomic. Now, there was actually a theory that from when you go from 10 to 0, it's like the Bay is dying, and that's sort of maybe why DeadPhoenix has it. On the bright side too, this comes with Atomic, so Atomic usually comes in boosters, if I can recall. It never came really in any other releases. It came in Hazard, which was a 3-pack, comes in random boosters. It came in Tornado Wyvern in the original random booster. So if you never had Atomic, you at least get Atomic, and you get the Zero Disc, which the Zero Disc should be able to help with life after death, and the Atomic should help with a spin equalization. I'm pretty sure that's the term for it. So you can expect this bay to at least last pretty long, and I've actually talked to a lot of people and they really did need that Atomic, so now they can finally get a DeadPhoenix booster. And if you never experienced Revive Phoenix, you at least have this. So, DeadPhoenix's gimmick is called Dead Armor. Unlike Revive Phoenix, it's called Revive Armor. Dead Armor is the same gimmick, just different name. When you knock off the bay, the armor will come off, it'll pop out, it'll attack the bay, and it'll slow down your opponent. It can also have the effect of slowing down you if you hit it in the stadium. Now, parts and everything. Now, Perfect Phoenix is the combination between the DeadPhoenix armor and Revive Phoenix. The reason why it's called Perfect Phoenix is because you get the metal that's on the original Revive and the actual Dead armor, which is heavier than the previous Revive Phoenix armor. That in combination becomes Perfect Phoenix, as DeadPhoenix actually just has plastic instead of metal when the armor comes off, which feels very, very turbo-like now that I'm actually saying that out loud. But I guess also if you did want to, you could put the Revive Phoenix armor on DeadPhoenix. I guess that'd be called Imperfect Phoenix, since Perfect Phoenix is with metal and metal. Yeah, that actually would be funny. So DeadPhoenix is the layer, the disc is Zero and Atomic. There's nothing really else. I believe there should be, so it is on the other side then. It is a little insert for your Super Bay Logger, so if you want to put it on there, you can. Here we have the DeadPhoenix Bay out of the box, and I must say, I really love how it looks. You can see it has the Dead armor on there, and you can see it actually has the hexagons. Since it did absorb Dead Hades obviously has the hexa weight to it, so you can see those little hexagons on there on the armor. I thought that was a nice touch. You can also notice something, how in the original Phoenix Bay, it actually does have 2 wings on there. You don't really see the tail there. And then after for DeadPhoenix, you see the tail of the Phoenix Bay, but you only really see 1 wing. Kind of like that. Really nice. I love the fact that it's black too, since if you never got a black Revive Phoenix, which was a rare variant, you have DeadPhoenix, which looks awesome. So taking off the armor, I will do weighing in a second, but yeah, there's no metal on this, which I don't know. I find it a little dumb that it's the evolution and all the metal just goes in the armor. I mean, you have your Perfect Phoenix Bay, and I guess that's legal since they're saying that you can do it. I thought it was just like a fun little thing on the magazine. So, getting Dead Phoenix, there's no real negative to it. It comes with 0 and Atomic. Atomic is weird because I did think actually the bulb there would be white instead of black. But, you know, sort of like an evolution of Friction. I mean, either way, you do get Atomic, which is really, really nice. Atomic is a very good driver to have. And 0 is not even a bad disc to have in your collection either. So just assembling this. Now, the teeth for this one should be as good as the original Revive Phoenix. I guess a little bit better, just by a bit. Now, of course, I will be giving it a level chip. I only have one yellow, funny enough, so my black Revive Phoenix is going to be losing its yellow level chip, and Dead Phoenix will now get that level chip. Also, for battles, I might use 10 in Friction. I might actually have a poll pop up right here, or you can just comment it. You can tell me if you want me to use the anime stock that it currently has, or 0 in Atomic. Depending on what the results are, I will choose that. So, with a level chip, it does look super nice. Honestly though, this has to be probably my favorite design for a Cho-Z Bay, and I think even in general for Beyblade, just it looks so awesome. So what we'll be doing now, I do have a scale to weigh in the individual parts, and then after I have my other scale, which is able to actually go past 50 grams, but just doesn't give decimal. So we're going to be weighing it, because I do actually want to show the difference in all this stuff. So here on my scale, so I'll be weighing each part individually, and then after I'll put all the other stuff all together. So Dead Phoenix without the armor is roughly about 8.7 grams. You can see it right there. The armor should be around 13, 14, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 13.3 grams. So Dead Phoenix with the armor added on it is, you can see, 22 grams. So with Revive Phoenix, and I'll use the original one, with the armor and everything, you're looking, yeah, it's pretty close. A lot of people did expect it to be heavier, which is really weird. So Revive Phoenix without the armor on it is actually heavier than Dead Phoenix. It's 14 grams. The reason why is because there's actually metal on there. It's not just all plastic. Now, of course, the Revive Phoenix armor weighs less than Dead Phoenix, and you get about 9 grams. Now, if you want to make your perfect Phoenix, you can put the armor on Revive Phoenix, compatible with any Revive Phoenix, by the way, and you get 27 grams, which is insane. So what I want to do now is I actually want to show you different combinations with the Dead armor. So you can see right here, this is what Revive Phoenix, the original one, looks like on the Dead Phoenix armor. Now, if I wanted to, let's say, get the Silver Revive Phoenix, which actually looks pretty nice, you get this, which actually, the Dead Phoenix armor is actually a little better to lock in on the Phoenix base, which Revive armor wasn't, it was, I guess, sort of tight, but this one's a little bit more tighter, which means it might be a little harder to knock off. Of course, with the added metal, too. Probably gonna need a lot more hits just to pop it out. Next up, we have Black Revive Phoenix, which if I ever do a Perfect Phoenix video, I might just use Black Revive Phoenix. It looks great. We, of course, have Purple Revive Phoenix, which doesn't look too bad. And lastly, since I know some might ask, I will actually do a separate video on this. Hasbro's Phoenix P4 is compatible with the Dead Phoenix armor. So we can have a perfect Phoenix P4, I guess. And what's really funny too is that the Hasbro one is basically like Dead Phoenix in a way. Look, all plastic, there's no metal on it, and then after it has the heavy one for it. So this is basically, it's funny. It's funny. I will do a separate video covering Takara Tommy and Hasbro's Perfect Phoenix. But for right now, I do want to do a quick little one round on the Imperfect Phoenix, which is basically Dead Phoenix with the Revive armor. I really do not recommend you do Imperfect Phoenix, which is what I'm calling it since the other one's called Perfect. Hasbro armor if you want. That's really going to be bad if it's plastic on plastic. If you want to see the Black Revive Phoenix armor, which actually at least blends a little bit better on there. Because it's already light enough, it's better to have the Dead armor on there, but if you want to have the Revive armor, you can. If you want to see it with the silver one, there you go. And there is actually some other variations of Dead Phoenix. I believe there's already a red version of it. If you want to see it with the random booster armor, of course I will put it on. So this is sort of like an evil Imperfect Phoenix, I guess, with that armor. Even though the bay's already evil. So, just gotta get it on. Yeah, look at it. Very nice, very nice. And lastly, the regular red armor. So there's been some other names. I think the best name is just calling it Imperfect because I already explained it. So I want to actually show the base fully assembled, and then after that we'll do some test. It's only fair that we get the right color. Red or purple? We'll go with red for the rest of the video. Just seeing this bay, man oh man, it looks amazing. So I will be doing some test battles. I will do against some Cho-Z bays, and I will test out the actual anime stock. But first, I have to do a test launch. So 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Woo! Looks great. That atomic is really gonna help it last in those battles. I still think, especially, there's no rule against it. Perfect Phoenix is probably your best choice for using a combination with the dead armor and the Phoenix base. And the thing is too, it's not really that bad. It's just kind of, I don't know. I feel even if DeadPhoenix didn't have the metal on there, I wouldn't want burst stoppers on it either, because imagine if a Phoenix Bay had burst stoppers and had the armor. That'd be way too broken. Like Cho-Z Phoenix would be crazy. So it's about to stop. So we'll be doing some battles. I do have some bays. I was probably going to do separate videos later. I am actually planning on doing a huge marathon. So stay tuned for that. It'll be against ton of bays. So we'll do Geist Fafnir against Phoenix. And actually what I want to do is I really do want to test out, I'll do one battle with the actual stock the product gives. And then after one where it's what the anime was. Oh, big hits. Yeah, actually, funny enough, I did do a mod before, and I did kind of predict this. DeadPhoenix has heavy weight to it, so those attacks with the added atomic and the ball moving actually is able to direct more heavy attacks to its opponent. I believe bays like Achilles, Valkyrie, not Fafnir, because Fafnir can just spin steal. It's going to be a lot easier to probably knock down opponents, and especially have the Perfect Phoenix combo. It's definitely a bay to watch out for. Definitely. It is slowing down. And the atomic did save me. To be anime accurate, we're going to be having 10 in friction. I'm actually curious on this one. You're asking which one I actually prefer. I actually prefer 0 atomic over 10 in friction. Well, I prefer atomic over friction because friction, good in concept. However, atomic is what's going to really make you last till the end. Yeah, you can kind of see what I mean. It really does sort of direct its attacks a lot more aggressively with that armor pushing its weight on it. And what is cool too is that I did notice that the actual hexagons, when you're putting on the armor, sort of go to the center, which also contributes to the fact that the dead armor is going to be a little hard to knock off compared to the original revive armor. Like with this bay, there's no real negatives to it. You get like decent combo, and you can use it for the other Phoenix bays. Here, what's gonna happen? Yeah, you see that? That's why we have 0 in atomic. Alright, DeadPhoenix against Cho-Z Valkyrie. Okay, Valkyrie. I think I actually was able to get the wings out. So bays like Valkyrie should be able to pop off that dead armor. Of course, we have to see if it can actually do it. Just for this video, I'm going to be using this stadium, but obviously I will be switching it. I am actually thinking of using the BB10 stadium, or even a standard burst stadium, or standard. Probably will use the BB10, so you don't have to worry. I probably will actually do a couple battle royales, and I will use this stadium for sure. Yeah, you can see the armor is a little tough to pop out, even with bays like Valkyrie. So we'll try Air Knight. Now, Air Knight is mostly just going to be a battle of stamina. It is a recent bay. Okay, okay. Big hits, jeez. The armor came out. The armor came out. I think Air Knight was the first one that actually forced it out. So the thing is, unlike Revive Phoenix, when you have Dead Phoenix, when the armor comes off, it's going to be a lot more vulnerable. However, if you have Perfect Phoenix, you're basically set in stone. Alright, so next I want to try Dead Phoenix against Cho-Z Spriggan. This is in right and in defense. Popped out the armor. You could see that armor really did hit it. Yeah, so the heavier armor, for the positive, is that it delivers a little bit more of a powerful hit. However, you're kind of seeing what I mean there. It's a lot weaker without that armor. So Beylek Spriggan, if it went up against normal Dead Phoenix, it'd lose. But if it went up against, I guess, Perfect Phoenix, you're more likely to win. Since with all that plastic there, you're just going to be taking really hard hits. To end it off right, I actually am planning on doing a separate video on this, doing an actual marathon. But we do have Phoenix against Achilles. So it is Phi versus Aiga, the rematch. Let us do Cho-Z Achilles in its tallest height, just to see what'll happen. I'm sure Dead Phoenix will perform great. Alright. I think the wing's activated. Oh no! Not good. Not good at all. That's not good. He might burst me. He might burst me. Oh no! This is what I mean! If you do normal Dead Phoenix, it's gonna be done! You got lucky there because of that atomic! So now, to end off this video right, and to get to this like goal of 2,000 likes, you know what we're gonna be doing? A battle royale between all of the Phoenix bays I have. Quite honest, this is probably gonna be a lot of fun actually. So rules are gonna be very simple. Since I have a ton of bays to actually launch, they burst. Get there, Phoenix there, come on. Alright. I was gonna launch the silver one. We'll do another take. Hey, look. Hasbro has something in common. Oh, we're gonna be trying this again. I'll probably go with the Attack Phoenix first, or the booster one. It's actually a lot of fun to do. It just takes a little bit to pull it off. And we'll actually do a whole Phoenix Royale in my big anime base stadium. I mean, okay, if it wants to do that, you know, who am I to stop it? Let's get it. Let's get it. All in the stadium. All in the stadium. I did it. You saw it in the video. I did it before it bursted. And it seems the victor is the original Black Phoenix. So, you might be asking, is Dead Phoenix worth a purchase? Yes. Now, even if you don't have the other Revive Phoenix, you still get Zero and Atomic. Zero and Atomic are pretty good parts. I would have personally preferred if they made up something new, or if they even gave it, what is it, the Achilles 00. But overall, it's still pretty decent, and at least if you get this one, you're actually able to combine it and make a perfect Phoenix Bay. So, out of 10, I'd give this maybe a solid, I'll give it an 8.5, I guess. It's really awesome. I think it's worth getting, and I can't wait to see what the future Beyblade has in store. We have 1,000 likes for a goal. 1,000, 2,000 likes, I actually don't remember. Let's try to hit it. I will be doing a lot more videos with Dead Phoenix. Finally, I got it. But for now, have an awesome day.